Hello and welcome. I'm Trip, and in this video series we're putting a Honda K24 into my FRS. And today I'm going to work on getting the car ready, which means getting the engine out and prepping it. That way we have something to put the motor into. So let's get started. So this car still has the factory FA20 in it. It has 67,000 miles on it. So it's somewhat low mileage for the year, which is 2013, and which has been very reliable. I never had any issues out of it because I've kept it, other than a few bolt-ons, I've kept it mostly stock. But I'm ready for this thing to go. So the game plan is to start disconnecting everything, all the surrounding components. I'll probably take the hood off, take the bumper off. I'll go ahead and take the radiator and condenser out since I'm not running AC anymore. All the AC stuff can come out.
You'll always be with me. And you'll always be my brother.
Family's all that we got. Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be there.
Jack the car up, start working on like exhaust, drive shafts, shift linkages and stuff like that. But first, before I do all that, I need to unmarry my flash tablet. Change it back to stock. That way I can sell that and a few other goodies I won't need anymore. For example, I won't be able to use that. I won't be able to use those anymore. The pedal, intake, catch can, stuff like that. The engine will all go for sale soon. So if you need any of that stuff, hit me up. Okay, I got all my aftermarket goodies and stuff out of the way. Now we can start working on disconnect things from the engine. This is my first time doing this on this car. I've never pulled one of these, but looking at everything, it looks pretty straightforward. Not very complicated at all. You got plenty of room in this engine bay. And that's kind of personal preference. I like to do everything on top first before lifting the car up, putting it on jack stands. That way I'm not reaching over trying to disconnect things. Makes it harder. So let's disconnect some more stuff. So it looks like I got everything disconnected up here. Got all my fuel lines, all my wires, AC lines. Really the only thing that's left is the coolant lines. So I'm gonna jack the car up. That way I can start draining on the fluids. Get rid of the engine oil, transmission fluid, and radiator fluid. So I'm making a mess. Okay, now I'm working on the circuit port, which is laying underneath the car. Already got the mid pipe out. About to start working on the drive shaft, and let's see, shift linkage and trans mount needs to be disconnected. Yay.
Yay. Ugh, you're gonna cheer for me like that? Louder. Yay. Louder. Yay. Louder! Yay. Ugh. Too loud.
Well, since I have an aftermarket shifter, all I had to do was pull this pin out and slide it out the bottom of the shifter, making it a lot easier. I didn't even have to take all that shit out like you normally would. So all is left down here are mounts, transmission mounts, and an engine mounts, and it's pretty much ready to pull. But first I think I'm going to take a lunch break. I'm a little hungry. Well, I kind of feel like a complete idiot. Earlier this week I got a shipping notification from Kpower saying I'm supposed to get a package from them today. And this is all that showed up. A accessory belt that I forgot that I ordered from them.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
To be fair, the email didn't say what was being shipped. I guess I got excited and assumed it was the kit finally being shipped. I bought it over 60 days ago. It's been over 2 months. And yeah, I took off work today to do this. So that sucks. I'm going to go ahead and finish pulling it, since the only thing that's left is the engine mounts and transmission mount. I just hate having the car sitting for no reason. At least I can prep everything until it finally does decide to show up. All my mounts are loose or undone. Now I'm just ready to pull and hope I didn't forget anything. I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. to do. You can definitely do it in a few hours. It didn't take me long at all to do, even though I was taking my time and doing research and doing other random things while I did this. It still only took a few hours, not long at all. But now that I have it out, I still need to take the transmission off the engine and separate it. But then I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that damn thing. Sucky thing about having a tiny garage, there's no room. So I might just have to clean this up and stuff in this corner until I get that thing built up and off the stand. Transmission off. I'm definitely going to need that. And I got the old model kind of pushed off in the corner a little bit. Hopefully that gives me enough room to build that thing. These are pretty much all of the tools I used for this, to pull that engine. You know, not very many at all. You know, 10, 12, 14s, some wrenches, some screwdrivers, ply balls, big ball. That's it. Very simple. Okay, the next few steps in this video is meant for if you bought the Kpower mount kit that utilizes the factory FA20 transmission. This kit pushes the transmission like 5 inches back and lower. So this is why I had to cut and beat in a few places. If you're using a different kit or using a different transmission, you probably don't have to do these steps. It'll probably be something completely different. So we'll keep that in mind. But next on the agenda, while I sit here and wait for my kit to show up, is I can start prepping in here. It definitely needs a bath. So hopefully I'll be able to push it out and wash it. And what else do I need to do? I need to finish taking the AC lines off. I think I gotta hammer in the firewall in that bottom corner somewhere. And that has to be done. I think this has to be modified a little bit. One of those transmission mounts has to be modified. I gotta chop some of it off. I think there's some wiring things that have to be done. Some stuff inside to the ECU. I gotta dig into the fuse box, not fuse box, but the glove box. I gotta dig in there. And yeah, mostly small things I can do while I wait. So Kpower does have a installation guide on the website, which is pretty helpful. Pretty much breaks everything down and shows you what all you have to do. Example, I gotta take the strut ball mount off the firewall, so I'm gonna have to drill that out, drill off the rivets and rip it off. Cut up the wiring harness a little bit, reroute it, and beat in a few. Now we get to play with Mr. Sledgehammer. Let's see what we're beating. Okay, I want you to beat, see these little lips on the engine mounts? This one and this one. This needs to be beaten flat, right here. And this area here needs to be beaten in a little bit to make clearance for the transmission. Okay, I got these two beaten flat. Got the firewall here beat in. Hopefully that's enough. That looks like shit. Got that cut off. Next, I gotta take this little shield, the fuel line shield, and take it off and bend it so it's a little bit flatter against the firewall, because right now it kind of sticks out. And after that, I get to go in there and cut into that thing. Now I get to cut into this mount. I'm gonna cut along here. That way I can take the hammer and beat this in. Really hard to get a sledgehammer or even a smaller hammer in though. That is really thick steel, so I end up putting a few slits in it and using this little scissor jack. So you can see I end up messing it up a little bit in the process. And also, don't forget to install this mount, that way these don't get out of line, don't warp, because you don't want that to happen. I'm going to clean this area up and paint it, and paint that area, paint that, and paint the mounts. That way they don't rust. Might have bent that a little bit. Okay, I got all the body modifications done. Got everything drying, got everything painted, smoothed out a little bit, cleaned up. There is some wiring stuff that needs to be done, and some mostly just rerouting wires to different locations. But I'm gonna wait until I have the wiring harness to do that stuff. So this should be it for this video. Well, that's pretty much as far as I can go. Not until I get the kit in, but the chassis is ready. It is ready for its model to be dropped in. So hopefully the next K-Swap video, I'm building this thing up and prepping, getting it ready to the window. So come back for that. But luckily it's downtime and I don't have any events or anything going on right now. So it's not the end of the world for the car to sit up. And I do have a few other cars I can drive. Probably have to start driving the Subi more often. Also the Lotus is for sale. if anybody wants a fun toy. But that is it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the little bell thingy, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this swap. You think it's a dumb idea? Or if you want to do it, hit me up. Or just ask questions. I'm always free to answer questions if I know them, or I can find the answer. But until next time, peace out.